because you can't stream other stuff. Hi.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hi, YouTube.
Up.
What's up, people? All right, and I will start recording in 2, 1. All right, what's up, people? Welcome to the Gamerish Network podcast. Today we are without Mike, hosted, so you have your Drinking the Game host with you 2 days this week. So with me as usual, part of the regular Gamerish crew is Felice.
Hey.
I was gonna say, you gotta say what up to the people that's just listening to us.
Yeah.
You know?
Hello.
Freddie G, of course.
What up?
So, as most know, today is the day next gen. Well, this is the week of next gen. Xbox released on Tuesday. Lucky for me, I was able to proclaim one and got mine yesterday. So I'll speak on that in a bit. Felice got her PS5 this morning. I have to wait till tomorrow to get mine. And unfortunately, Freddie G is here console-less at the moment, but he still has a PC, right? And that's the master race.
Yeah. So you guys are PC master race.
So, one of you guys share this on the Facebook, and so just had to throw that out, guys. And please, if you're watching for the first time, please like, subscribe, share if you like what the shit we say or entertain with. Join our Facebook page where you'll get updates on all the pods all the time, and our Instagram, Gamerish Network, of course. And we have a Twitch page too, Gamerish Network, / twitch.tv. So tune in there. So today we're gonna bring you guys like our experiences with the next gen so far, and the gaming news too. It's gonna be like quick stuff, and a lot of it talk is gonna be on next gen because that's the main focus of today. And this is just part one, because next week will be next gen talk part two. Once Mike is here, he can tell us his experience with his PS5 so far, what he thinks about it, and probably have I'll probably have about 5 more games to talk about, on top of all that. So I guess we should start the pod with what we usually start off with. So Fred, before me and Felice start, like, what else have you been playing? What you've been playing, even though I can't do next gen on a console right now, but I'm sure you're playing one of the new games.
Yeah, I'm actually playing Assassin's Creed. I've been streaming it, and I'm so surprised how many hours I have in it. I have about 8 hours already. I was just checked, almost going on 9 hours. And I'm so surprised how that game hooked me. I wasn't expecting to be hooked like that. I'm still in the pre-log because I've been just doing side missions so much, and it's been a lot of fun. And one thing is I've
Hi.
You
put your cat on the screen.
You're screen sharing.
Sorry.
You guys just got a preview of Felice's cat on the screen for those watching on YouTube. She accidentally screen shared, or she was clicking the button because it turned green, and she's like, "I wonder what this does."
I was like, "It's a surprise." What's going on? But yeah, Assassin's Creed is pretty awesome. Playing a little bit of the Like a Dragon, the Yakuza game.
Yes. Tell me about that, because I'm just reading up and listening to reviews. So speak a little bit on it. We'll go into more of it because I know, guys, this is the news show, and a Drink of the Game is straight up game talk, and we'll get to a lot of game talk this week coming. But I still want to, those who haven't listened to a Drink of the Game, hey, let's let them hear a little bit about that game, man.
It's fun. I think that's the best way to describe the game. It's fun. It's a video game. It doesn't take itself seriously. The characters are fun, the loving. I'm looking forward to seeing more, but I've just been hooked on that Assassin's Creed. But that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, so far though, I know Yakuza is notorious to having like a serious story and then a whole slew of weird ass side quests. Have you ran into a lot of those yet?
No, honestly, I probably have like an hour, and so far it is like you said. There's like moments of like some serious shit where like this kid's getting abused, and then the next thing, they're joking about like how he's like living his life like a video game character. So like it goes from like super serious to like not being serious. So the tone could be up and down, but it has a lot of heart. That's one thing for sure.
All right. the only complaint people have been saying so far is like, although the combat is fun and stuff, they feel like it's kind of so easy that once you get like one guy said once he was like 20, 30 hours in, he said he started getting bored with the combat, so he just forced himself to just finish the story. But he said that was his fault because he just stuck to side missions, and then he did so many side missions that by the time he was playing the story, he was tired of the combat because of how much side missions made him do it. Because he said he didn't run from any fights. He said he stopped for every single fight. Because in Yakuza, you're able to run away from fights and stuff. And so, yeah, I know how that is. Could playing Yakuza 0 and 1 right now. I'm still on only one, Kiwami. Like, I run away from a lot of fights because after a while it gets tedious. Yes, they're fun, but like I'd rather wait till I have to fight, especially like if all I'm getting from this is money, I'm not getting no experience points or some shit like that. In this game, do they give you experience points?
Yeah, like you level up and everything.
All right, I guess it makes sense. And I know there's like a whole bunch of combinations you can do. They have I know they said they have a freeform fighting mode like Dragon Quest, but you don't get to do none of like your special abilities when they do freeform battling. You let the AI do whatever they want.
Yeah. They said like you could like can be kind of smart. Some attacks do area damage, so you kind of want to like target the right person to hit a lot of people. So like it's a little tactical, but I don't know. I'm not taking this game seriously. This is going to be a chill game. I'm probably going to play some side stories. I'm not going to like stress over this game. But this is going to be my break from Assassin's Creed because it's like two different tones, you know? So it's like, this is kind of
make that purchase too, because since I know now they said it's coming to Game Pass, and I looked up a bunch of articles. It was originally supposed to be on Game Pass day one. Then they probably figured they could make some money off of this first. So it's coming to Game Pass a little later. I think hopefully they do it before it comes to PS5 next year, because you did promise it to us this year. But I will probably be mad though if I buy it and then it comes to Game Pass like a day later. I'll be pissed. So I said let me give it till Friday, because Friday was, I think, supposed to be its original release date on Game Pass. If it doesn't come on Friday, I'm just gonna make the purchase on probably PS5, and then because that way, and I think I'm gonna buy the disc. No, I'm gonna get it on Xbox, so I don't have to start over. Buy it on disc. This is gonna be the only disc I have on my Xbox, only because I know it's coming to PS5. So when it comes coming to Game Pass. So when it comes to Game Pass, I could trade in my disc and get some type of credit for that. So that's the way I'm gonna play. Hopefully my Xbox doesn't have that disc problem that other Xboxes are having, but we're gonna get into that when we get to the news portion of the show. So Felice, I know you're on the PS5 right now, so tell us about what you're playing on there.
Well, I am playing Godfall, and I haven't opened the other game yet. I was supposed to play Sackboy, right? Because I'm a huge Little Big Planet fan. That's this game right here. Because people keep saying, "What the hell are you talking about?"
People don't know.
Yeah, like, yo,
it's because it's originally Little Big Planet, right?
Yeah.
I got guilted into purchasing this game because my old DM, this is a Godfall, obviously. My old DM was like, "Yo, you buying this weak ass game, yo? You bought a PS5 to buy this weak ass game?" And I was like, "My dude, like, why you guilting me? Like, you just skipped the line, like, but you guilted me."
Nah, buy what you want, yo. You can't, because remember, what's one person's trash is always another person's treasure.
Yeah, so he was like, he's buying Assassin's Creed. And honestly, before I saw this girl's video clip of Assassin's Creed, I thought the graphics was bad because I kept seeing videos of like them riding a wolf, and I popped in for a little bit of the streaming that Freddie did the other day. I think it was like yesterday or the day before, and it was in the cave, so it looked like, to me, Elder Scrolls 4 graphics. So I was like, I'm not buying that shit. But then like this girl showed me a video and it was like amazing. So I was like,
that game is beautiful. I would love to see how it looked on PS5. It looked
beautiful when I saw the captures. But anyway, so Godfall is actually pretty awesome. It was an impulse buy. Yeah, it was an impulse buy. I know people talk trash about it. I'm like, fuck them. It gives me feels of, because really truly, like, people gonna like what they're gonna like. They're gonna, and then people bandwagon their bandwagon stuff. And honestly, I
Yeah.
really forgot that Godfall existed, to be honest. So me buying it was like random splurging $76 on this shit because that's how much it costs with taxes.
All right, so real quick, what's the premise of Godfall? It's like somebody who doesn't know anything about it.
Nobody knows what the
You don't need
premise
to know the premise. You just need to know it's a good.
No, I mean, how does it play?
No,
Is
tell
it
us. Yeah,
the
tell
I'm gonna
gameplay?
tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I was getting to it, Freddie.
I'm getting
Alright.
patient.
No, I see that. I'm a woman. We linger. Anyway, Freddie. So yeah, so it has a feels of like other games in the past. So you know how you do the combos like in Darksiders, it's got that feel. The colors, the imagery, it's so like bright. Like the TV I'm playing on right now is in my room, so it's like barely 720, and I can see like the beauty, the difference in the scale and the graphics, or from the PS4 to the PS5. So
Yeah, I
that
saw that watching your stream. I was watching some of that, you know.
you
But
saw how pretty it was.
yeah, I was like, yo, okay, let me. I was like, you know what? I gotta wait till I play this myself. Let me stop watching right now.
I mean, it's literally you run and hack and slash. That's what I feel like. But like it has the whole upgrade system. And then I just got to a point where like you have armor and you have to collect like items to get armor, and it's like armor of the gods. Like literally like lore. So I don't know. It plays like Darksiders and a tinge of God of War, like the first one's not the last one because they changed the system, obviously. And I would say also the one with the boys, the twins with the white hair, the demon kids, half
Devil
demon.
May Cry.
Yeah, the only thing is that it's easier to play than Devil May Cry because Devil May Cry focuses on like the combo system. This one's just like fuck things up.
Okay.
It's loot heavy too, kind of like Diablo, except
they
close.
said it's a hacker / looter.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
have you experienced any co-op?
No, I experienced no. Anybody got PS5s?
No, I'm just curious because I wanna buy this, but is this a single player game?
No,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what this game is.
It says it has up to 3 players. Where it's in co-op in Godfall the first next that's all it says. But there's co-op, so you can like go in, and I think it gets harder, kind of like Diablo does. You know, when there's more players, the game gets incredibly harder. It's easy right now.
Co-op. That's the thing. Like they gave us so little detail on this game, and you want us to spend $70, right? It's a $70 game.
I'm sad I spent $70 on it, but that's only because I'm sad I spent $70 on a game. But I think it's beautiful. For me, I had no expectations. I think that's why I'm so hyped. I had 0 expectations, and it was like better than like trash. That doesn't sound like much, but for me, like Anthem, when I had expected so much and it was like trash, like No Man's Sky, when I expected so much and now it's great, but it was like 3-4 years later, but it was trash when it came out.
Yeah. And I'm always like usually the opposite. Well, No Man's Sky I saw was trash until it became what it is now. But things like Anthem,
it's too late.
And Marvel's the latest Marvel game, when I said those 2 games were gonna be trash, and so I had so little expectations for it that when I finally played it, I was just like, well, this is better than what I thought it was gonna be, which is why I still play it. You know, and I'm waiting to play my next gen upgrade of Avengers because I just want shorter loading screens.
Yes, that load screen is beautiful, isn't it?
Yo, my God, like not having to load into games is like one of the best fucking feelings in the world. Playing Destiny and just knowing that you're going straight to the planet. I went to open up my phone forgetting that I'm on an Xbox, the Series X, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm already loaded there. Like what the fuck, you know? And oh my God, but I'm gonna get into that.
How does it feel compared to Stadia loading times for Destiny?
Oh, even Stadia is like 3 seconds longer than Xbox Series X right now. Like I'm at work and I'm just like, Xbox is kind of loaded a little faster than Stadia, you know. So that's what Stadia always had going for it, that didn't have no damn load times. Even though today, instead of playing Destiny at work, I ended up playing Family Feud because that just released on Stadia. So I have my staff in the room. I'm like, yo, you guys want to play some Family Feud? And they're like, while we're on the clock, I was like, ain't nobody here. Fucking play some Family Feud. Like, fuck, I'll pay y'all niggas. I don't pay y'all. The doctor pay you. So we play some Family Feud on the clock. Hopefully his wife ain't watching this right now because she supports us. But so
Well, I got a couple of questions for Godfar, please. Because they have it actually on Epic, so I could buy it on PC.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah,
That
so
actually makes sense because it plays like a PC game.
oh, it does. Okay, so I'm just like, it has a lot of style, like you were saying, like it looks pretty.
It's
But
very pretty and
how,
seamless.
how many hours are you in it?
It took me mad hours to download the
No,
update.
I'm just curious.
I streamed for an hour and a half, so I already have an hour and a half in. I had to stop because I had to eat food because
All right,
I
so
was
then,
waiting to update. The PS4, the way it starts is pretty. I don't know how the Xbox One starts, but I know that usually you have to like download shit, right? First
how
day
long was
update.
your update for the PS5? How
The
long?
update wasn't long. It wasn't the update that was the issue for me. I mean, the update was it was like two updates. It was one for the controller, which was after the one for the
Yeah,
system.
I had to do that for the Xbox
But
too.
the update, the thing that took a long time wasn't really update. It was transferring data because it was controlling my PS4. Like it turns
There's an
on.
article on that which I was gonna bring up during the news where they
Sorry.
said no, well, it's okay. Might as well just get it out the way now. Where they said, please, for God's sake, put they said transfer by Ethernet with your PlayStation. There's like if you try to do that shit over Wi-Fi,
It
it's
wasn't
gonna
that
take
bad.
forever.
But I have a gig of internet. I got conned in by fucking the internet people for $20 more for like quadruple my internet speed.
Yeah, I
That's
started doing Verizon, the gigabyte. But that's because of Stadia. I bought that internet. I was like, man, I use
yeah.
Stadia, so
You can't be a
why
game and
not?
have crap internet.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it projected 30 minutes for transfer. It was for the games because it said it saw all the games and it wanted to upscale them. It wanted to transfer them. It was like literally majority of my library. But the only problem is that it's 825 gigabytes, right, on the PS5. It says
Yeah.
or something. I think it's 825.
Yeah, after the update.
No, that shit is like way less. You don't get that. There's 174 gigabytes just for the cloud. Okay, that you don't even see that shit. You never see that shit.
Well,
And
you'll
then
need that for your game saves.
that's not even the game saves. That's just the cloud. I'm telling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then like, there's only like when I was trying to download, I had to keep unchecking boxes to download because they were like, you're over by 600 gigabytes. So I was like, Xing off all the games that I probably won't play this week.
Not good. Not good for someone like me. Could
I
have
had
you
to
don't play as
lower it
much as
down
me.
to like 4 or 5 games to be able
Wow.
to get past it. And that was Call of Duty I kept because I know we play Call of Duty.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, so I kept Call of Duty. I kept like The Last of Us 2 because I didn't beat that yet. Ghost of Tsushima, Neo, and I think there was one more game I kept, but I had to delete every other game.
So you don't have your external drive that you could keep your PS4 games on and
I
stuff?
haven't looked into that. I saw, like, for instance, Xbox, you need to have that little chippy thing.
Well, Xbox, you don't necessarily need it. Well, I have it. I have the SSD. That's just to make sure your stuff transfers fast if you put it on there stuff. I have my external from my Xbox One X plugged into my Series X right now, and just all the games I have downloaded on the hard drive. Actually,
I have this,
got like that one.
but I think it's a 3 terabyte or the 4 terabyte, but I usually use for my Xbox One X. So I don't know if this will work on it, but all I know is that
it'll still work.
there's like no memory on the PS5. That's my only complaint. The only one. There's no memory.
You got no memory. I'm definitely not gonna have any fucking memory.
Dude, I got way more games than you. Because like
so?
I used to work for GameStop for 12 years.
It ain't about working for GameStop.
Gave
I buy
me free
games
games
a week.
They get you right.
I buy like,
Never mind. I concede.
Like 6 games a damn week. Like,
I concede.
But but at the same time though, but that's crazy though. I gotta see tomorrow. Anyway though, I already have it in my head what I want to play when my PS5 comes. Spider-Man is first. Godfall is right.
I didn't buy that. I told you I wasn't gonna buy it.
Yeah, and then Demon Souls, right? Those are my 3 games
I gotta get that next
on PS5 right now. And yes, people, I will be playing Demon Souls. I'm gonna stream it. I'm streaming Demon Souls from the get-go. Freddie will be in that stream with me because if I get pissed off, I'll pass the controller off to him. Well, then again, no, I can't.
You guys need to invite me.
No, well, you could be in the chat.
You live in New York too, right?
You could watch his share play too. Only thing is that no, I could put it for you guys to watch. I can't do share play because they don't let you stream with share play
They
happening.
don't let you do that.
Yeah, because we tried that already.
Yeah.
So that can't happen. But if you just have regular people in the room watching you, you can still stream. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so we'll see about that. Anything else you've been playing other than that so far? Anything else you want to bring up worth mentioning?
Before today, I mean, I was just playing Destiny, but you know that. I was tight about that fucking update. I told you that this morning. Like, yo,
yeah,
so
I don't know what happened to your thing, cause my guy was still 1100 when I just started playing.
Yo, when I first started playing the game after the update, which was like a night or so ago, I don't know what day it was, but my shit was like, okay, I had 3 characters. I have each class, obviously, right? My Titan was lowest. The Titan was at like 8 something. And then the other 2 characters were both at 1050. And then I played and I did stuff, and then I got mad equipment, and as I went through the game, I got up to 11 something. And then, like, because remember, Mike was congratulating me in the chat. And then I logged on to play again, like, the same fucking day, but later on in the night or the next day. And it was like, my character was at, like, 8 something. I was like, what? All the characters were wrong. Even the Titan was up.
Something happened. I don't know what happened. I was nervous when I came home. I was like, let me check on my Destiny character right now. But my guy was still like 1100, 11.
But my weapons still say like the light levels and the weapons are higher than my character. How's that possible?
That's weird. Yeah,
they're all equipped, but I don't know. I'll look at it later. I'm gonna try to play it on PlayStation 5 though.
But hey, Destiny has definitely been one of the things I've been playing.
Yes.
It's amazing that you get a next gen console. The Destiny like update for next gen doesn't come till next month, but you still want to play like this game, like, and it's the load times is the only real thing. Yeah, you get some upscaling to it, but the load times are what you really playing it for. And the story of this, even though this is the hardest story they've ever given us on fucking Destiny, because right now I'm on a boss and I need help. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, my wife heard me cursing earlier because I'm like, yo, I'm on the final stage of this boss and I keep dying, and now I have to do it all over again because I just fucking threw the fucking control and like, yo, fuck this. I'm tired of this boss. And I'm like, and it's because it's like, no, I kept dying because what this boss does, because I'm not going to spoil anything, is you beat the first round of it, then the floor disappears. You have to go and you're in like lava. You have to go and find where he's hiding at. You go there and then you bring his health down again. The floor disappears, and I couldn't find the 3rd place. And this happened to me 4 times. I died and I had to start over 4 times. Then I finally found where he was going, and then I died again. And I died when his health was like this. And so I got I threw my new Xbox controller, I threw my new Xbox controller, and I fucking was like, yo, fuck this right now, I'll just wait till Mike and you guys are online and
bumpers in your controllers.
Do this fucking. I usually don't throw my controllers, but today I was pissed. So hopefully that doesn't happen with Demon Souls when I play it.
Oh, it's gonna be so much worse.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be worse than that, but I won't throw my controller down because I feel so bad that I did that. But
I don't understand the hook on Destiny. Like, you guys talk about it all the time.
Man, is there something about Destiny?
I only get drawn back in every so often. I got drawn back in because of Mike, because Mike kept talking about it, and I was like, all right, let me just shut him up.
Mike just needs a damn crew to captain, That's all Mike wants.
I was just like, all right, Mike, okay. Because he wants to be the teacher to show you something special, and I'm like, it really means something important to him. So I'm like, all right, Mike.
Mike just loves to grind. Me, I'm never about the grind. I'm just like, I want to get things out the way.
I would say that's the reason I don't want to play. It's like I feel like I'm grinding for numbers, like just to get that one extra number. It's just like it's not fun. I was grinding
not necessarily just for that. I mean, I only do that if I'm trying to do a certain mission. But typically, if you just do Crucible and Gambit, you don't even have to do
that's what I was saying. So I just do Gambit and Crucible and the strikes, and I get my bounties, and you're basically grinding while doing that. But Mike likes to do it the other way.
Yeah, he goes hunted in the caves.
And he's just like, just keep going into dark sectors. Shout out, Mike. We love you, man. We still love you. I know you're listening right now. He's probably laughing his ass off right now.
I mean, I get it though. His method does fucking work. It's just you doing the same thing repetitively, which can
Yeah.
could turn people who aren't used to doing that off.
Yeah,
I'm used to
that's
playing
me.
Final
I don't
Fantasy.
like doing the same thing
So,
over and over
Final
again.
Fantasy, you grind all the time. Like RPGs, I'm used to playing RPGs. You grind all the time because you're trying to get that 99, you know? So, or that special
Is there
weapon.
anybody in the chat? Anybody say anything in the chat?
Yeah.
No, no in the chat. All right, just making sure.
Just a heads up, guys. You can communicate with us if you have anything to add or anything like that. You could just let us know.
Yes, anything you want us to talk about too. We can always, I always have an opinion on any and everything. All
Or
right.
even if you disagree with us.
Yeah, you can tell us you disagree, you know. So, but other than Destiny, I've been playing. So like I've been looking at stuff on my Xbox that I could like really take advantage of it with. I'm not gonna get into this Fortnite I played just to see how fast it loads in, and yeah, it's like playing on my PC. The load times are like that. No more line. The line doesn't pause anymore. The line just goes like that, and you're in the fucking game. Like Fortnite is quick, looks much better. Definitely Series X enhanced. I was like, yo, man, like I can see buildings and mountains from so far away now playing Fortnite, and it's just like I'm playing this guy, and then he's trying to shoot at me, but I could tell he's not played on the next gen or PC because
Wait, what?
he couldn't tell how when I was far away, and he's just looking around. He's looking right at me, and he's like, my bullets are going towards him, but he's not shooting back because it's like he can't see how far I'm shooting him from. But I'm using a sniper rifle, and I can see the whole fucking board. So it's like a cheat code for me. It's just like, yo, this motherfucker can't see me. Like his draw distance probably sucks for all I know, you know. But it was good playing, even though I only did like 2 rounds because I only play Fortnite with my son. So now that I gave him the 1X now. That's completely his. So I'm like, you could do whatever you want on that when we play. Yeah. Now he gets to take his PS4 to his mom's house. I'm like, I don't need this no more. Go ahead, you can take the PS4. You know, so but other than that, Fortnite. So Mike was bugging me about trying out that game. What's it called? God, Bright Memory, because that was one of the big games they showed at the press conference. Bright Memory Infinite is what they showed at the press conference. Little did we know, I had no idea that there was a prologue coming out just called Bright Memory. And that's on there, and it's like $8 on PC and Xbox Series X. So I paid the $8 and I just finished it. Literally right before we started, I just finished it. And I'm nervous about this game, guys, because this game does not know what the fuck it wants to do. Like how long it took me to get through this? Probably about 2 hours. Is this demo 2.5 hours? And it's like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what is going on. Like, you're 1 minute I'm talking to humans, the next minute I'm in a teleporter, then there's wild beasts chasing me, and I'm just like, what's the context? Like, what you guys told me? You start this game off with this guy chasing you, and you're about to fight him, and then this portal opens up out of nowhere. You get transported to this island or something out of nowhere. They don't explain how you're teleported. They don't explain why this guy is chasing you. Like, and then you go from shooting men to like fucking werewolves chasing me, and I'm just like, this is something out of Dark Souls, like Demon Souls. Like the enemies looked at, but you're using guns instead of swords and stuff. And at the same time, it's like Bulletstorm because you're getting graded by how you kill these people. You're getting a score. And I'm just like, this is trying to do too much right now, because then you could tell this was not ready for consoles at all, because your sensitivity on the control, I'm trying to turn and you move so fucking slow, and then you try to change the sensitivity and it's stuck in the middle. You can't move your analog sensitivity at all, and like it's just, oh my god, like it was good. The blood splatter, me using my abilities, like she had this sword ability, you could go, and this sword is not even a sword. It's these people are 10 feet away from me, I'm swinging this sword and it's cutting them, and I'm like, how? You're not even in front of me. Like, it's crazy. And then these random bosses show up out of nowhere, and I'm just like, why am I fighting a boss right now? Because there's no context, there's no reason for any of this stuff, and you're like, I feel like you're so overpowered. They don't let you choose a difficulty, so I don't know what difficulty I was playing on. I got hit a bunch of times, but no enemy ever killed me. You know how I died? Because of their untimely prompts when I'm trying to jump over cliffs and stuff. Like, you're supposed to use this fucking teleporting grappling hook, which also makes no sense to me where this thing came from.
All right,
And
so I think I have an answer to explain why
Yeah,
it's like this. It's
I'd love
actually
to.
created by one guy. This whole game.
one guy, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
You
Yeah.
know,
That
it
makes,
sounds like Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth. Literally, the way you explained it, being chased by some guy that ended up in a different place. You got teleported. It sounds like Journey to the Center of the Earth. Just being in a different space, or the island of Dr. Maroon meets fucking Bulletstorm.
it's
Dishonored.
crazy, man. And then it's just like, I don't know. You get 3 weapons, which I feel never run out of ammo. Like, I think I ran out of ammo one time. I didn't see any ammo drop on the ground. So out of nowhere, when I switched back to the gun, it had ammo again. And I'm just like, how, Sway? How? You know, like, I ran out of ammo like 2 seconds ago, and I was using a shotgun. I go back to the assault rifle because the assault rifle seems to just be overpowered, and like that's the only thing I use. And it's like, then you get these skeleton demons fighting you. I'm just like, how I go from humans to animals to demons? It's just, it's so confusing. I have no idea what that game wants to be. And so when the infinite part comes out, the full game that's supposed to be what's coming out next year, which everyone said that, yeah, we saw a lot of action, but we saw no context for story when that trailer originally dropped. Now I see why there was no context to story, because there is no fucking story right now. It's just like run around and shoot things and show us how much points you could get by killing these things.
It sounds kind of like that game Bulletstorm where we talked about, like just like
Yeah.
scores and just like going through it, getting a high score, and then try and beat your high score over and over again.
It's like, yeah,
A
because at
speedrun.
the end of each section, they're just like, hey, you beat this platform or something like that, they called it, and this was your score. Do you want to go back, replay it, see if you could beat your score? I'm like, no, I
And how
want to.
much did you pay for it? Was it $10? You
Eight
said.
dollars, $8.
So I mean, for $8, one
Yeah,
person.
that's not
Come
eight
on.
bad.
dollars, I couldn't complain. That's why I said, let me finish this. I said
That
for an
person's a
$8
champion.
prologue, I was like, I should be able to finish this real quick. I was like, this shouldn't take me too long. The game looks nice, except for the woman, the main character herself. Whenever she gets cut into the action, it looks like you're playing a PS3 game. But other than that, the guns, the lighting, and all that stuff all shine. The
Yeah, I'm
enemies
seeing
look,
screenshots. It looks good. I mean, the
yeah,
graphics and
everything
stuff.
looks good except for when they put it on her. Then you look like you're playing on Sega Dreamcast.
Is
They
this a
didn't have
first
So,
enough money for the
person?
budget.
huh?
They didn't have enough money for the budget. They
Yeah,
cut. They
probably
had to
didn't
cut
have
their
enough
losses
to
somewhere.
fix her. They're just like, so we'll just show her off
I
and
bet you're
a
gonna
little
fight
bit.
dinosaurs next.
But when the infinite part of it, the next part comes out, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be beefed up and
Yeah,
stuff
of
like that.
course.
Microsoft put money into this, so I would assume that that is gonna be better.
Imagine
Um,
being that one guy, and then Microsoft's like, "Hey, you're gonna be our launch game." He must be like fucking best time of his life. All that money he's gonna see from this.
Fuck yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully it's successful. Hopefully he learns from whatever we didn't like about this prologue, because he should have put more story into, because a prologue is supposed to tell you what happened before the next game comes out. This didn't tell me nothing. This just told me this game looks like it's gonna be confusing as shit if I buy it. So I think I'm gonna wait for reviews. Usually I still like to play things myself, or I'll wait till the game is on Game Pass or a discounted game, one of those two. I don't think I'm buying that from the get-go when it comes out. Other than that, I want to play Yakuza. I haven't gotten to that, but we spoke about that already. Um, Fuser. Fuser came out, which is the DJ game, and which I told myself is made from the people from Made Rock Band. And you have all these tracks on it, and like my wife thought I sucked at first, but today when she came in the room and I was playing Fusion, I put my beats down. She's like, yo, that sounds good. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna upload this shit for people to listen to. So that game's pretty good, man. Like, it's like not like playing rock because you don't have an instrument or anything. You just use your control, but you're like dropping vinyls when you have to, vocals. You're mixing all these hot tracks. They got all the latest and greatest hits. A lot of classics that I like, and people know I don't listen to music of today unless it's a hit, and I stay with my 2000s and 90s music because it's way better than the music we listen to today, and they have a lot of that going on. It's like mixing Take On Me with 50 Cent in the club and all that stuff. But it's just like, yo, it's amazing the tracks you can make, and putting some Cardi B down and mixing that up with some damn Evanescence and shit. And I just like, yo, this shit is hot.
Is that on the PS5 too?
I don't think so. I don't know. Might be. I don't think it's on PS5. No, it's on PS4. It's a last console game, but you could play it on your Xbox Series X. But it might be able to download in the PlayStation Store. I don't know if they let you download PS4 games off the PS5 store.
Yeah, there are PS4 games in the
store. So you could look it up, but I downloaded it. Like I think it was 60 or 50.
Only the hits are in the store because they have like a huge catalog of games that.
Oh yeah, I know they got the PlayStation Plus stuff that you could get those 10 or 20 games that you could play.
They're free. Like a lot of them are just free for PS Plus members.
Yeah, it's for PS5 only though, not PS4 people. So if you don't know.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, PS4 people can't play those games because we had them all already.
Yes, we did. But I'm gonna play them again.
So yeah. But yeah, Fuser is a pretty good DJ game, guys. If you want to know what it's like to play at Coachella and things like that, and you could play online co-op with people, or you could do a competition and see who could drop. I tried playing online, and then I honestly didn't go that far into the damn campaign because people were doing things. The game was telling me to do things that I didn't learn yet, and I'm just like, how I do that? I'm like, they're like, oh, make it so that you're just playing the voice and you lose the track right here. And I'm like, what? How am I supposed to do that? And then they're just like, people are doing beats like they're dropping the beat, and then they're going da 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 da. I'm like, how you doing that? I'm like, I don't know how to do that yet. So I highly recommend guys play through like the first set, the first day of the concert, because it's like I think 6 sets, and it's like training you on how to do everything in the game at the beginning.
Did you post it?
No, I didn't post it.
I need to see that.
Yeah, I'll because I didn't stream because it's Xbox, so you gotta like capture and then post it. So I need to start capturing that stuff and then post it. But on PS, if I had it on PlayStation, I would have just streamed it straight up. But I didn't want no one to think I was whack at first. But and they also host competitions. They have like right now this pop song competition. So the person whose pop song playlist makes it at the top, they give you a certain amount of credits at the end of the week. And all the runner-ups get credits too to other stuff. So it's a pretty cool game, but I'll probably go more into it on a Drink in the Game later. Cause like I said, people, Drink in the Game is where we dive into games. And today I know it sounds like we're not giving you no news. It's mostly about games, but this is because this is a next gen episode. And I just want people to know what's happening, So, first, let me just bring up the news before we go into details with my Xbox and your PlayStation. So a little bit of news I just had saved here. I said it wasn't nothing too big, but we were going to talk about the problems first that Xbox and PlayStation have been having. We seen the first when Xbox launched. First, we saw the fake video of someone that's blowing vape inside the Xbox. And God, are you people on the internet so dumb where y'all actually believe that shit? Or a lot of you just fucking don't read the article where it says that it was found out that he was vaping, and you all just read headlines and just like, oh, fucking trash box of this, trash box that, and blah, blah, blah. But now, lo and behold, PlayStation 5s are cutting off on people and they're not working. But I don't see the PlayStation people saying nothing right now. So luckily it's not happening to you. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Xbox is having the disk drive. You know, Xbox is also having a disk drive problem where people aren't getting their disk out of their Xbox right now if it goes in.
Well, you do know that that's a general problem. That has nothing to do with being an Xbox. If that is happening, that's a shipping problem because when UPS ships this stuff, or FedEx, or it's usually UPS. But when UPS ships this stuff in transit, the disk drive gets dislodged. It doesn't happen to all of them, but it happens to a small
I
percentage of them.
discovered them.
But
Yeah,
it's
because
not
I
an
saw
Xbox
today.
problem.
I like to do what other people don't like to do, and that's like research these things before I report it, you know. And so I saw on YouTube about 10 videos, like 10 people so far. It's not a huge amount, people. I hate when people go and like say, this is why I don't buy next gen when it first comes out, because they need to work out the kinks. Just say that you didn't have no money.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, yes.
like people always say that shit as an excuse for I didn't have enough money, or I tried and I failed at getting my console. Like, just say you failed. Like, don't say, oh, this is why I didn't get. No, we know why you didn't get it, right? It's not because you let it all go with the case. Because if you were rich, you would have bought it. Like, because if you have the king's because if you're rich, you could go ahead and replace your console just like that if it doesn't work. No worries, right? And not saying that we're rich, but I just know that,
I was gonna say that.
I'm not saying that we're rich,
I'm broke
but I
as
just
fuck.
know that if my console broke on me, fuck it, I got the other one, and at the same time, I'll just get it replaced.
I brought a
Too bad for
warranty.
me, but I'm not gonna kill my fun and what I love to do, which is play games, over saying that, oh, let me just assume that I'm gonna be in the 1% that had a default system. Probably less than 1%, because if millions were sold, then 1% of that is like hundreds of people, you know, or thousands of people, you know, which is not, you
Jay,
know, not at
can I
all.
ask you a question?
Mhm.
Like me, I'm assuming you usually get systems at launch, right?
All the time.
And do you realize, which most people who usually they're broke, not just like what you said, they're broke, that not that they just don't get them at launch. Usually people, they don't know that when you get a system at launch, the companies, they're in such a push, because I know you used to work for Sony, right? They're in such a push to make back the money that they spent on production by selling all the systems and the add-ons, mostly add-ons, that like they take care of the people who purchase those first gen systems. Like, they will replace your shit. They don't want any bad news.
PS4s were fucking up when it first came out. We
And
put
Xbox.
them in and we shipped them out, and you got a new PS. The funny thing is, people didn't even have to wait when PS4 came. If you came to us, we just gave you a new system and we mailed out your new old system if we had any in stock. That's how it worked, you know. So for those of you who are just thinking that you might have to wait a long time,
they fix that shit immediately.
Places out there that you could go and just get a new one, you know, and let that be that. You know, I know with COVID it might not be that easy anymore.
Might not.
But you know, there are ways. You know, people are gonna always complain, but no one will tell you how their problem was solved. You know, they'll leave that part out. You know, because negativity is what people look for now. Like, negativity draws the views on YouTube. I'm pretty sure people's console smoking have more views than people who will have a great console and showing it off, you know, because people need a reason to say, hey, thank God I didn't get this console here, you know. So it is what it is with that. But that's that. There's a lot of games that are getting next gen upgrades. I noticed though, Xbox is putting more into their upgrades for last gen games than PlayStation is, like Rocket League. I was here looking at the thing for Rocket League. Xbox Series X is getting a quality mode 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with HDR, or performance mode at 1512p resolution, which is 70% of 4K, at 120 frames per second with HDR. And Series X is going to have 1080p with 60 frames, or 756p with at 120 frames. But PlayStation is keeping their Rocket League the same. They're not doing any big updates on that. Also another game, what is it? Oh, shoot, I just lost it. But anyway, Fortnite is looking to do a subscription service. So for those of you who are tired of your kids bugging them for bugging you for season pass money every month. Soon we might get a subscription-based service like an MMO where you just get charged every month, which I told my son he's gonna put his own credit card or his own debit card on his PlayStation so he could get charged, because now I'm not gonna pay for it no more. Oh, Call of Duty Warzone is getting private matches now with our next gen system. So now we could go in a private party and fucking play now. Don't got to worry about playing with other people.
The only thing with that, it's like you need a minimum of like 50 people.
50 players. Yeah, they like you need to get 50. So people on Gamerish, if we call on you, please answer the call.
Please answer the call.
That'd be cool to do, like every like Gamerish Warzone, something like that.
Yeah, they said Thunder mode will be 30 people required to start, and the mini BR mode is 24 players required to start. You know, so
when I win, guys, don't get upset, okay? It's all for the brand.
Wait till they shoot you, and then I'm gonna come back and kill your zombie. That's what I do. Warfare, baby.
Yes, and then also big news that I thought was before the last podcast, but it wasn't, happened after it. We're getting our Mass Effect of trilogy, guys. We're getting our remaster. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to play this game over again multiple times, even though it's gonna be hard to play Mass Effect 1 all over again. But I'm gonna do it just so my story continues the right way.
It would be nice to not have to wait for each game to be released, to actually just move to the next game immediately. I think that'd be pretty fun.
And I have to wait, when the games came out separately, the first thing you had to do was tell it who your character was, and if it didn't find your character, because sometimes it would mess up with the saves, you had to create another character, and it's like you don't remember the story, so you fuck up and put the wrong decisions.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me between 2 and 3. I think my save got lost or some shit.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That was annoying.
God, I had 3 saves. Every time a new game was coming out, I started over from Mass Effect 1 and I played it. So I had 3 different characters, one that played between the lines, one that was always good, and one that was straight evil.
I can't
I've never played a game completely either. I can never just do it.
I feel bad.
It's hard. It's one of the hardest things for me, and I'm an asshole.
Oh, exactly.
I can be an asshole in games, but I can't be evil in games. I don't mind being an asshole once in a while, but I can't be evil.
The game with the powers of PS4 exclusive, Infamous. The one with the chick with the pink powers. When the second one or third one, maybe? No, Second Son.
It was DLC. It was like an expansion.
Not that. When Second Son came out, I beat I beat it, right? And then I went back because I needed certain achievements, and it was get ultimate evil. And that's not what it's called, but that's what I call it. And I was going around just shocking people. And then I felt so bad. I got a couple achievements. I was like, I can't finish this. I just killed the kid.
When you're evil in that game, doesn't your lightning turn red or something like that?
It turns. Yeah, it turns. I felt bad. They were guilting me. And the people, they started running. Kind of like when you play fucking Elder Scrolls and you accidentally get bit by a fucking vampire and you don't know you're a vampire. You walk into the village and everyone tries to kill you.
I've never become a vampire in fucking
Elder Scrolls. I didn't know that was possible. And they
so too. And I'm just I want to do it. I have the crowns to do it. Just buy the curse and put it on myself. But there's always a downfall to having that power.
Yeah, it was there. They sent me on the quest, and I finished the quest, and I went back to get my loot, and they were like, bloody murder, run. I had to murder them all. It was just,
you can't be out in the sun. You start losing your health when you're out in the damn.
I looked sick. I went to the church to get blessed, and that didn't work out. They tried to kill me, and then I had to kill a main character from a quest. It was bad.
The most recent game that I'm actually being evil in is Border Gates, just because the save is not going to be crossed.
Yeah, it's not carrying over.
Yet.
So I'm let me just be an evil, just kill everything, not give a shit. And it's kind of liberating.
You and Crystal could play against me and Star on
Family Feud? Stadia?
Yeah, on Stadia. Yeah, that's what I was playing today. I bought it today. It came out today.
Let me check.
Yeah, Family Feud came out on Stadia. So if you guys want to get on, it's 10 players. So you could play with 5 people in your house against another 5 people in another house, and there's pass the control and all that stuff. So me and my wife are playing right after this podcast is over, so I could whoop her. But
I'm actually getting my wife into Stadia. She signed up and everything for it.
Yeah, I got my son into it,
You
so we
guys
got
cute with
two
your wives
stages
and
in the
all.
house. I know, man. Yeah, you great. At least your wife gonna play like that. I gotta force mine to play since we had kids back in the days before kids were around. We was able to play
The
with each other.
problem with my wife is that she only plays one game. She plays Warzone 24/7.
Word?
Yeah, it's so annoying. I'm like, hey, let's
Is
play
she good?
Mario, and she's like, nah, I'm good.
She's not the type of lady. It's cool.
She,
You gotta respect it.
she's good. Not better than me, but she's up there.
That's why she playing that hard. She's like, I
Yes.
gotta get better than you.
No, for real though. I think that's her motivation. It's like just beat
No,
me.
I'm the same way with my boyfriend. I'm like,
That's why my wife like that.
Overwatch. I'm like, I gotta get better than you. I gotta get better than you. I was like, is your May like this? Is your May this good? He's like, she's better. And I'm just like, how you say it so smooth? It's fucked up, man.
See, my wife is good. Not to like answer this, but like my wife is good. She's more patient than me. Me, I just run and gun. I'm used to being fast paced. She's just like
you.
she'll just chill and be patient and just wait. And I'm like, I can't wait. I don't have time for this shit. I gotta go shoot somebody.
That's how it is with me and my son on Fortnite. I'm always telling him like, yo, wait, see the count is going down. We always make it to the final 3 teams because I always keep teaching him how to be patient. Like we don't have to kill everybody to win.
That's a good lesson.
Kill the last set of people at the end of the level. That's all we need to kill. You know, and so luckily for me, because my son's a builder, I'm a shooter. So like I don't build at all in Fortnite. Like I'm just going after you. Like I don't care. I'm gonna shoot down your walls as you're trying to build them. I'm gonna keep coming. My son, when it's time for defense, he's building a fucking house in like 10 seconds and shit. And I'm just like, how do
that's
you
a
do
skill.
this stuff, son? I'm like, how are you doing this? And I don't know how to do this. Like I could do it in save the world mode, but it's funny that he could build it in the PvP mode, but when we're in Save the World, and you know how they have those buildings where they're like build this tower and get that thing on the top, he takes forever to build them shit. And I'm just like, how you
He's thinking about it.
It is.
He's probably,
About it. Yeah, he has to think about it.
It sounds like Minecraft times like 1,000.
Yeah. So.
Oh, speaking of Minecraft, when you guys got to download Minecraft on the new system? How is it? I download it and let me know how it looks. I heard it's supposed to look really good on it.
I'm gonna do that now. It's still downloading.
Man, for a second, I was really into Minecraft. I was just like building shit.
I don't even know how to play Minecraft. Legit. I was playing with don't laugh at me. I played. Okay, listen. It's because I started with Dragon Quest builders. I play that. Unfortunately. And it's literally the same
game. Good game. Because Build is not bad. It's no Minecraft. It's not nearly.
It's not a good game. That's not the point. Why you messing with me?
I like Dragon Quest Builders. I played part 2 and 1.
I have part 2 and I have part 1 on the Vita. But like it's a beautiful game and I like how they drawn because I like that art, you know? But no, like I try to apply that to Minecraft and I'm there like I keep dying and they don't save my shit and I like try to save by sleeping in the bed and putting stuff in the chest now. But like, yo, that shit is hard.
I never played it.
I can't even figure out how to make a weapon. I just found out how to make a stick.
Those games like that is why I love games like Stardew Valley and
I'm supposed to do that soon.
Like that, like those games, like it's just something about
farming something.
Farming, yeah. I used to hate farming games until Stardew Valley, and then Stardew Valley had me buying every survival game that I could find because I'm just like, yo, I want more of this. You know, but other than that, in other news though, PlayStation 5 has 100 player parties now. So if you have 100 people that you want yelling in your ear at one time,
can you imagine that 100 people in one party?
I don't know.
Why would you want that?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Like,
that's too much chatter.
Yeah, it's way too much. Just with me and my 6 cousins playing on the weekends is annoying because 2 of us are playing an adventure game. Everybody else is on NBA or Madden, and they cursing each other out the whole time. And me and my cousin got to mute them so we could talk to each other. You know, like.
Is it just me or does it sound like it's just in time for social distancing? I mean, we've been social distancing and it looks like we're going back into it. If you look at the news, not to get all dreary, it's not political at all.
Irritate me right now.
I know it's not political at all. I'm not going to mention anything political, but not to be dreary. But we look like we're heading back into that space, and like the systems are coming out at the exact time that we need them just to come out without us wanting to go and not basically go and kill ourselves.
Yeah, I agree. This is I was just talking to my wife about this because usually my holiday season is the busiest time for me at work.
Yeah.
This is the first time in like 6 years that I'm actually have the holidays off. Hopefully, I don't go back to work soon, but this will be the first time I get to experience Christmas and Thanksgiving because usually I
Isn't
work
that
in the
unusual?
rest. Yeah, and this is like crazy. And like to have, I mean, I wish I had an Xbox, the PS5, but like this is a
Look at
good
it.
time for me to like just play games, be with the family, stay home, be safe, you know? So yeah, I'm looking forward to all this gaming time right now.
As long as Anonymous doesn't hack us this year.
All right, now. So that's all the real news we had. So now, Felice, let's get into these consoles now. Let's start off with the controller. Did you play
Wait.
Astrobots?
Yeah, I was saying, let me ask the questions because
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
Yes,
So
don't know
Freddie,
anything.
take lead on the questions you have for
All right,
us.
so Felice, how is the controller? Does it live up to all the hype that everybody's talking about?
Yes. No, no. For me, okay, I'm gonna bring two other controls over. For me, there's a reason why. I was talking earlier about this shit too. And okay, so comparison. PS4 controller, right? PS5 controller. Look at the size difference.
The PS5 looks bigger.
Okay. This is a complaint I gotten from a lot of random customers over the years working at GameStop. PS5 controller. Xbox controller.
I got that same.
It looks similar, yeah.
Okay, so there's been a thing that's been happening for like the last few years, or actually literally every time PS something comes out and Xbox something comes out, there's been a thing where Sony ponies, I hate saying that because I think I'm possibly a Sony pony. Sony ponies get mad at, what did you call the Xbox people?
I
can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, Xbox people, we'll just say that. We'll just call them fanboys. So there was a thing where Xbox people were like, oh, I can't play PlayStation. That controller is too small for my hands, or it's not comfortable because you're used to playing with a big controller. PS5 did some shit, which I don't even think anyone's talking about right now. This controller feels like an Xbox controller.
Yeah. Everybody
That's
said
good.
that when you first saw it. They're like,
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like an
smooth.
Xbox.
It's got like slightly extra, slightly extra girth on it. Like this whole little extra area. The pad on it seems so different. Like obviously this was the pad on the other one. There's no little dot, even though that was just pattern, which I don't know why they did that, but it's whatever. This fucking button in the middle. Okay, that's the
Oh, that's an actual button?
This is the button and this is the button. This is the old home button.
Yeah.
That's that button.
Okay.
This button, this is a mute your mic button because they don't want you having to put a headset on to
control now, right?
Yeah. Well, you could do that with that one too, but that was more about sound and gimmick because remember when it first came out?
Yeah, well, you couldn't talk to it on the chat room though without a headset.
No, you couldn't. It was only responses to a game.
Yeah, this one you can. You could talk to your chat room through your controller.
But you could talk to your controller, meaning you don't.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Also, they updated their stuff, so if you didn't update your cell phone and you still have a cell phone that has like a lightning cable or the micro SD, you can't use your cords on this. But it has the C
USB-C.
Stadia stuff. For those of us, like three of us have Stadia, we're good.
I mean, I don't know why I have Massey. Oh, it's probably because I have the Razer game card thing, which Freddie needs to teach me how to use that shit because I don't know how to use it. But,
I got you.
Yeah, so because of that, yeah, and then like they changed the buttons on it. You see these buttons? I don't know if you see the.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this used to be the share button, right? Mm-hmm. This button now, it's like it's price sensitive and you can map it, which I think is dope. So right now I didn't map anything because I'm not trying to fuck with the settings and I don't even know how to use it yet. So I think if you press it once, it only works in the game when you play in the game. So if you press it once, it takes a picture of whatever's happening. If you press it twice, if you press it and hold it for like I guess a few seconds, it takes a video clip of whatever's happening.
Like the Xbox's new button too.
Yeah, and then
I don't know if you can see it on here. But
no, I can't see you, but you gotta put it in front of your face.
I know, like there, this button in the middle.
Oh shit, it's got an actual button?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Press it, it shows the picture, you hold it, it records.
Yeah. If you press it twice instead, it pulls up the menu for video clips, editing, Also broadcast. I couldn't figure out how to broadcast until I pressed it twice by accident because I was getting frustrated. But yeah, so I like that. And then they stole the thing from okay, not stole, but the Xbox controller. They have the lines on it. The PS4 now has lines on theirs too. That was the options before. Remember?
Yeah.
So I know you play a lot of Overwatch. How's the analog sticks feel?
I haven't played Overwatch yet, but because it didn't download fully. But the analogs are actually pretty good. Oh, speaking of which, because I only played Godfall so far. At first when I first started playing, I thought that he moved a little sluggishly, playing like to turn. But then like as I got used to it, I kind of forgot about it. So I'm curious to see after I play a multiplayer, like a shooting game, if it's gonna be better. Like I'm gonna probably try to play Call of Duty first before I play Overwatch because Call of Duty already downloaded. That is my concern though, because you know as much as anyone, because you play Call of Duty as well, that being able to move fast is important in that kind of game. You have no time to think. You gotta like instinct. So I don't know how that works, but in general, the buttons feel good. Literally, they feel really good. Like my PS5 is on in the background, but the buttons feel really good.
I was gonna ask you, how's the haptic feedback feel?
I don't know what haptic is. Can you explain that?
The rumble.
Like
oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I mentioned that during my stream earlier. So the rumble felt good. Like you know how some controllers when they first come out or systems, whatever, the controllers you're like, okay, I have to adjust my rumble because some rumble, like on PS4, actually no, sorry, Xbox One, when I was playing, I turned off the rumble because it affected my gameplay. So rumbling too much was like affecting my shooting and my aim. So I just turned it off because it would make my hand hurt eventually. This one, the rumble is subtle depending on what you're doing in the game. Like the guy had two different attacks. He has a weak attack and a strong attack. The weak attack, it kind of like slightly smoothly rumbled. And then the hard attack, it rumbled slightly more, but it wasn't like crazy. It was just enough. It was like, I think that they thought in mind, like, okay, we've been fucking up people's wrists and giving them like whatever that shit is.
Copper Turner.
Did you get to play Astrobots, the game that came with it? Did you play that yet?
What game came with it? I get no game.
Astrobots, you're supposed to be able to download that game and come to the console.
From where?
But I can't tell you where because I didn't get mine yet. But it's where everybody.
No,
what the controller could do.
All right, so while she looks for it, talk to us about the Xbox controller.
So the Xbox controller. Best thing about it so far is how it feels in the back, the grips in the back. Like you feel like it's there. Like if your palms are sweaty, my palms don't feel sweaty anymore because you found it.
This is Playroom. That doesn't count.
Yeah, Playroom, yeah.
I ignored that.
That's about shit. But yeah, so the Xbox controller is good. You're recognizable, still has the other two buttons that the old Xbox controller had. Just that share button and capture button is only new thing. Still feels good. I also have the black one that comes with it. I got my blue one here. I just didn't open it yet because I was waiting for my son to come home before I opened it.
Yeah, put it in front of your face. I can't see you. I can't see it.
There you go. I didn't open
it.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that was like an impulse buy because I don't need it. Because I have four series Xbox One X controls already. So now I have 6 controllers for my.
What's my address?
How does the D-pad feel? It's different than the old Xbox.
Yeah, you know what? Could I have both controls here? Yeah, because it's more like a pro D-pad compared to the other one. Because the older one has like the regular stuff,
up, down, left, right, yeah.
But this one has like the circular thing. It's more entwined inside there and everything. So it's no game I played so far I've needed it. So I can't really attest to how it's changed my gameplay because I haven't needed it yet. But it's still a good control. Like if you play Xbox a lot, which I do and stuff, then it's an Xbox controller, like I can't wait to see what that PS5 control feels like in my hand. But
do you know what this is for?
Maybe the mic.
Your mic.
No, not the mic part. I know it's a mic. My old mic works, but there's like lines on it.
Maybe something that has a value.
Charging
sorry.
Station. I got a charging station coming with mine.
All right.
So that's gonna be
all right. So my next question, either you guys can go first. All of us have a big library of games transferring over to the next gen. Have you guys played any old games yet? And how was that?
You know, you asking me questions that I wish I could answer because
No, she didn't play nothing yet because she was just on Godfall the whole time. As for
'Cause-
me,
always. I'm
well, I
sorry.
told you guys I played Fortnite, which played well, loaded better, and lo and behold, I've been playing Final Fantasy VIII on my Series X,
Oh,
and it looks so nice. Like it looks like the lighting is better, my characters look more fleshed out and everything. On playing Final Fantasy, I was just playing that for like an hour before we started. Cause like, you know what? Let me do this without load times. I'm like, what's it like to play Final Fantasy VIII without load times? And I haven't seen not one loading screen yet while playing this game, which is great.
that's amazing.
What other old game I was playing on it? Something else that's not updated. I wasn't starting Gears 5 yet because that's been upgraded, but I'm playing that co-op with my son, so I didn't go put that on there yet. I played some Halo on
You
it.
cheating on me?
No, not the story. I went to play
Okay.
multiplayer.
Okay.
I know, yes, guys, tune into Drain Cat Attack. We're slacking right now, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
next gen. You gotta give us some time to get over our next generation consoles before we get back on our Drain Cat Attack, which are playing the Master Chief Collection right now. But other than that, yeah, Final Fantasy I'll say is the game that like is still good. Like I said, man, I'm loving the load times on this Xbox, and I'm loving being able to switch between all my games without having to everything's in quick resume. Like, don't have to unless it's an online only game like Elder Scrolls or Destiny or Fortnite. As soon as you go back in the game, like I go in Final Fantasy, play it for 10 minutes. Oh, you know what? I feel like going back to that other game I just said I finished and go, and that's just right there on the pause screen where I left it. Continue. Then I leave that. I go to Metro Exodus, and there you go, right back where I left off. And then I restarted Star Wars Fallen Order again.
Yeah.
And then that's right where I left it. So like the quick resume works perfectly, people. Like you don't have to worry about your save files. And I did test it out. I plugged out my console, plugged it back in, and yes, everything was still right where I left it after plugging out the console and plugging it back in. So that is not a myth. I can tell you guys I did that myself and I was able to continue right away.
Does PlayStation have that? Because I've been worried that my game ain't saved. I'm
if it's on the cloud, I know sometimes they upload
only
it on the
if in
cloud.
rest mode. Only if you put it on rest mode.
I have rest mode.
But yeah, but it'll only be for that one game that you're playing at the time.
Well, I have another question because I think we're all coming from Xbox One X or PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
How is I mean, I know the load times, and I know the resume features is a new gen aspect of the upcoming gen. I mean, is this new gen or old gen? I don't know. Is this?
You got everything. Every time something is new, it's always next gen.
All right, whatever. My point is, graphically though, is it much improved? The Xbox Series X to the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro versus the PS5. Is it graphically? Is it better?
Right now, when it comes to Xbox One, well, for both gaming systems, it depends on the TV you're using. Because some people might have 60 hertz TVs when these games are made to be playing on 120 hertz TVs, which is why I just bought a new Sony TV because I know Sony is the best TV out there. Might be the most expensive, but I said, fuck it. I opened up a new Amazon credit card to buy me a new Sony TV. So, yeah, like yes, people, that's how bad I am when it comes to video games.
I respect it. At least I know you pay it back. So that's all.
I went on GameSpot's list of best TVs for your next gen consoles. Sony was on there, and I was like, I knew it. This 900H or whatever the fuck they call it. And I went and bought it 55-inch, so it should be coming by next week. And 120 hertz. Because my TV I got right now is still good for HDR and 4K, but it's only 60 hertz when I looked it up. It's not 120. And I want my next gen to be full blown next gen. So
yeah, you're just future proofing your shit. But I mean, that's to change the subject. But not a lot of games are taking advantage of that yet. So
yeah,
people still have a little bit of time.
Playing some of these games is just like you put this next to a damn Series X, unless you put it next to Fortnite, I could see the difference.
Graphically or low, like
no, graphically, I could see the difference with Fortnite because it looks clear. You see more lighting and all that stuff. I'll tell people this. One thing that irritates me is like sometimes this shit like graphically enhanced for 4K and where you could see the difference sometimes. Then there's people that pretend like they could see the difference. Ray tracing now. Ray tracing is in PS5 games, but lo and behold, if no one ever told us anything about ray tracing, no one out there would ever be able to say, hey, this game has ray tracing. Trust me on that.
Probably.
Because ray tracing is such a little extra detail to video games that PC gamers like to make it seem like it's a big thing. But if these developers went and made these games and just used ray tracing and never said anything about ray tracing, guarantee there will be no talk about it.
I think it definitely matters what type of game it is. If it's like a fast-paced game, you're not noticing ray tracing. It depends on the game. But yeah, so how about the PS5, Felice, versus the PS4
I'm not sure
Pro?
if you can see this that good, but I just wanted to show the
Daylight you playing?
I'm not gonna play it right now, but I don't know. Can you see the detail or no?
I see. No, not really.
It's a little blurry, but we still see some detail,
But literally, looking at it, I was playing the head. There you go. I was playing this. Actually, not that long ago. I was playing it a couple days ago with my friends. And yeah, it looks way better. I don't know what what you were talking about. I don't know what that is specifically.
Yeah, it ain't nothing important. PC people make it seem like it's the most important thing in the world.
Oh, but I just loaded basically one game that I have on the PlayStation 4 for the PS5, obviously, and I am in it, and graphically it does look better, and my TV is shitty. It is shitty. In my room anyway. The TV in the living room is amazing, but I didn't want to put it out there. My cats are assholes. But yeah, like it looks better. For instance, like the intro of the game, I'm not even playing the game yet, but the intro of the game where you just see the guy, he's like, his back is to you, he's got like the mask on because like he's the killer, probably. Well, more than likely. You could see like the definition of the like the lines in his back, like the scales on his skin. I couldn't see that in the PS4 one, not as clearly. And I haven't changed any settings on my TV or anything. It looks more crisp to me. I don't know, maybe it's also because I automatically assume it's gonna look crisp. It could be the placebo effect, but
I understand where you're coming from. Like at least with Xbox, see the good thing about Xbox is that they label all the games that are enhanced. Like
yeah, they don't do that for
they put the X/S on it, so you know that it's an enhanced game. So you could literally go and look for the differences. And today, when my son turned on Fortnite on the Xbox One, I was like, oh man, that shit looks way better on the Series X. I'm like, you got to play it on the Series X, man. So.
My only drawback with Dead by Daylight is that there's too much light in it, so I probably have to dim the dark. I have to probably make it darker, because when they enhance games, it has more light sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And sometimes the HDR fucks with all that too, and everything. So.
But I will say this last thing.
Sometimes at how much detail you'll really get out of it, because there's people that still just have regular 1080p TVs. They don't even have 4K TVs.
This is 720.
Honestly, that's the truth. A lot of people don't have 4K yet. So like, we're already moving to 8K, and not everybody has 4K yet.
It's my next step. I need that for my bedroom.
So that's the thing, man. Hey, these consoles are great load times. The controllers seem great. I'm getting my PS5 tomorrow. Guys, Mike will be back with us next week. He's going to give us his experience with it. Check out his unboxing video that he posted. Felice, if you're on our Facebook page, she posted her unboxing video. I don't post my unboxing videos because it's for my friends only, and I don't like no one seeing inside my house. So yeah, my unboxing videos is just for people that know me personally. But yeah, I don't think we have anything else really to bring up unless anybody has any. Freddie, you got any other questions you want to ask about?
Oh, Mike posted an unboxing video also.
Yeah.
I just mentioned that.
Oh, I didn't
know. Check that out on Facebook, on our YouTube and stuff.
Maybe a quick one is, all right, so you guys both unboxed it. One thing honestly is the size. How does the Xbox fare in your hands and your PS5? The PS5 looks fucking humongous. And the Xbox looks very boxy. So how does it actually fit in your house? And like, are you having a hard time finding a place for it?
So what I had to do, I had to move my One X and put that in the living room to make space for the Series X, but I have no space for it to stand. I had to lie it on the side because I'm gonna need space for the PS5 to stand, which is where my PS4 is right now. So when the PS5 comes tomorrow, I'm gonna, excuse me, remove my PS4 from the top of my bookshelf, my game shelf as I call it, and put the PS5 up there, and then move this PS4 Pro into the living room and let my son take the Black Pro to his mom's house, and that's how I'm gonna do it. The fucking Xboxes look like this fucking big ass rectangle box sitting
Like a Jordan's
on my
box.
shelf right now. And so I would bring my camera over there, but then you guys have to see how messy my son's room is, and I can't let you do that.
Because my concern with the Xbox and the PS5 is like I have a nice little fireplace cabinet, and I have my Xbox and my PS4 Pro sits perfectly in it. Looks pretty, and I'm just worried that when I get these new systems, it's gonna make everything look like shit. So I'm not. I don't.
Face to
Fuck.
put yours lying down. My PS5 definitely has to sit up. Definitely has to sit up.
Yeah, PS5 doesn't look too bad, but it's just funny how the Pro and the Xbox One X look so good. Like I like looking back and comparing it to this gen,
These
it's
look
very
out of
slick.
pocket. They're out of pocket. It looks like, okay, the PlayStation looks like an architect built it, and the Xbox, it looks like literally a 5-year-old built it. They're
Yeah,
like,
fridge.
oh, I like Jordans. Let me get that. And it's like a sneakerhead, maybe, probably not a 5-year-old, maybe a sneakerhead. 5-year-old maybe in reference to blocks, but like this shit is built like the Oculus that's in Manhattan. That building, it's pretty, but it's too big. It's very girthy. It's heavy as fuck. It took me a minute to get it to fit there. I was gonna stand it up, but for reasons that I can't say because they're not PG or rated 18 or older, possibly, I couldn't stand it up because my bed is right next to the stand. I don't want to break it. So.
No problem. I have a dirty mind, so
Well, you can guess what I thought. Wait a minute. My boyfriend would break my Xbox, my PlayStation. I mean, so I had to lay down. It was the best choice for my lifestyle.
All good.
Yes.
All good.
Yeah.
But yes, guys. But I think that's all we have for you guys this week. Next week we'll have some more. Tune into a drink of the game on Monday. After I posted the pod out, it's gonna be all games. We're gonna talk about everything we've all been playing. Whoever joins me on that day, we'll talk more. I'll get more in depth with my time with Assassin's Creed, my time with Godfall, my time with every fucking game that possibly comes out. Demon Souls. I'll probably even buy Sackboy. Oh, nice. And then yeah, guys, look us up. If you're not on our Facebook, please join our Facebook group, Gamerish Network, Facebook Gamers Group. If you're not on Instagram, Gamerish_network. Follow us on Twitch, also Gamerish Network, _network /twitch.tv. And we hope to see you again. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications every time we post stuff. Freddie makes those the Let's Play videos every Saturday. Look out for the Mandalorian reviews from Mike and Mark, our buddy Mark, who joins us to do that stuff. Just posted. So until next week, guys, or until you guys tune into a drink of the game, peace out.
Yeah.
Peace.